Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my road to the final trading guide. We're going to make this nice, short, and simple. UCL is back this week, and we got some stuff to talk about. So, UCL road to the final, it's coming, like I said. So we're going to be talking about what to do, what to trade with these road to the final cards, as well as we'll talk a little bit about the blue UCL cards. Personally, I know a lot of you guys are probably invested in them. I think it's better to maybe sell in the hype. There's going to be a ton of people hopping in on these cards, so I will advise to be careful. However, I mainly want to talk about these cards because we have some really great opportunities to sell and buy, and then buy again for the next leg. So we got a ton of stuff. So for those that don't know, we're going to talk about the upgrades quick. So the way the round of 16 works for the UCL is if you win the first leg, you actually get an upgrade, and then if you win the whole tie afterwards, you also get a second upgrade. So there is a potential for +2 or +2 in upgrades on a lot of these cards. Now, obviously, you want to make sure you're picking cards that are actually still in. So like that Sanson, he's a card that won't upgrade. However, we're seeing a lot of these cards kind of inflate. So right now, I would advise that you probably don't buy right now. Because what's going to likely happen is you're going to see a ton of people selling off once the game kind of starts. Majority of these cards are very inflated. I know Jesus was sitting around 650 just a couple weeks ago, and I want to say now he's up to about he's about 150k up. Yeah, he's about around 800k now, which is just absolutely ridiculous how expensive he got so fast. So as far as I'm aware, I would kind of avoid buying right now. Now, for those of you guys who have UCL cards, you have Road to the Finals, you invested a couple days ago, which I'm sure a majority of you guys probably do. What I would do as far as selling goes is I would look to sell. The safe way is to sell right before the match starts. Like I said, a lot of these cards are really inflated right now, and they're only going to continue to inflate as we get closer and closer to the kickoff time. Now, with that being said, if you want to take the risk for the upgrade, which I know a lot of you guys are like gamblers out there, you guys are crazy, but what you guys can actually do is you can look to hold into the game. And when, let's say Salah, for example, let's say, tomorrow when they play Leipzig, Salah scores, 1 or 2 goals and Liverpool up 2-0. This card is going to be ridiculously inflated, and you want to sell in the hype. Because often what happens with a lot of live cards is once they solidify that win, the hype kind of dies down and the card comes back down. So with that being said, you don't want to get caught with that. So definitely sell into the hype either before the game or like when they score a goal or two and they're going to get the win. And the same thing with any of these other cards that get upgrades. Now remember, half play this week, half play next week, so there is opportunities for So what happens if a card actually ends up losing? Now keep in mind, just because they lose the first leg does not mean they're out of the UCL. So let's say, we'll go over 2 scenarios. Let's say somehow Man City are to go down a goal at the start of the game, which likely won't happen, but let's just say hypothetically that happened. You would start to see this João Cancelo card start getting panic sold like crazy because people are scared that the card's not going to upgrade. If you guys want to take the risk when City are 1-0 down, let's say on an early goal that really probably shouldn't have happened, what you guys can do is pick up this card during that big dip and look to hopefully see Man City come back and win the game. That's a really profitable method, and again, it's very risky. But still, you can do that. Now, let's say Man City ended up losing the first leg, and you think, they're probably going to come back and win in the second leg. Man City have so much quality. You can actually pick up after the first leg is done. Now, the second legs don't begin until, I think it's like mid-March. So there is a little bit of waiting time for that. But you guys can always pick up after a loss for that second leg kind of, to kind of, regain that hype. Now, if a card gets killed, let's say Dortmund get absolutely battered, 3 or 4-0, and that comeback seems really unlikely, it'd probably be a good idea to kind of watch out, which is why, I'm saying it's probably safer to sell in the hype before the games. That is a safe profit to take, and then you guys can look to reinvest in cards after the UCL matches. Now, again, some of the big cards, I know like Varane, for example, he is a huge card, a lot of, being he's close to, he's over like 1.5 mil now on Xbox. You guys want to be careful with cards like that too, because some of these cards are over expensive. Gabriel Jesus, he's only 86 rated. He probably shouldn't be 900k. Even if he does get to 87, I still don't value the 87 at that. So even if these cards do win and they get upgrades, you could see their prices come back down at the end of the matches. So you guys just want to be careful for that. That is really all I have for you guys. This is really just a trading guide. As far as content goes, we're going to end up seeing probably some, marquee matchups for UCL. So, UCL rares, you might want to have them. I know some of those are inflated as well. So you guys just want to be careful for that. A lot of overinvestment. Sell in the hype, boys. Please don't lose coins. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.